Boom! Upper body essentials edition, shoulders back, chest, biceps, triceps, abdominals, and every other fiber in between. Getting strong, sexy, supple. You know how we do, my kings and queens. It's going to be a damn fine time. 2 working sets per exercise. I love it because it's over before you come to resent it. A really nice, accessible way to get your strength training in. You know how we do on this channel, but particularly this series. 30 minutes or less, we're going to get warmed up. We're going to have a fine time together, and I'm going to be gnawing your ear off as we go. See you soon. Hello there, my friend. We're going to kick things off with a half kneeling T-spine rotation. So I'm in this half kneeling base, bum squeezed on the knee that's down, and I'm going to turn this side over the leg that is up. Okay, so arms out in front of us, big belly breath, brace down, and we're going to open round, squeeze the upper back, and try and create as much range as possible, all on this side. Yeah. Lovely jubbly, we're going to change sides there. I hope wherever you are tuning in from, in this fine but confused world, I hope it's nice there. I hope it's good to you. Okay. I want to thank you for joining me today. Oh, we're going to have a good time. You're not going to regret it. I mean, who doesn't love a big, juicy upper body pump set? Super cool. Oh, yeah. Tabletop. I will spam you with a tabletop in every warm-up. I don't care what you say, because shoulder extension is hard to come by. Get a nice squeeze at the top there and rock on down. Drive up and squeeze, pulling shoulders back together, bum squeezed. Okay, we're actually going to grab a light to moderate dumbbell now for a little bit of a pump. We're going to do a crush hammer grip to drive loads of blood to the elbows, get those feeling good, and then a halo rotation for the shoulders. So good squeeze, fully straighten the arms, open the elbow at the bottom. Again, if you can't hold your dumbbells like that, that's fine. Just do a regular curl. Regular hammer curl, sorry. You can use that same dumbbell, if it's an appropriate load, to do some nice shoulder halos like so. Think about drawing a circle tightly around the head. All right, rotating through that shoulder. We're gonna alternate directions. Yep. Lovely jubbly. So our opening pairing is going to be a single arm Z press. Now, if you've been with me recently, we've been playing with the Z press. Single arm will allow you to go heavier. You can use your other arm to stabilize or stick it out to the side, and it will just feel a little more comfortable to get into position. So if you can go heavier there, cool. 2 sets. So we'll, if you don't quite nail your loading on the first one, you can always bump it up. And we're going to partner this up with an alternating gorilla row. All right. So the weight should be probably pretty similar across those movements. I'm going to start off nice and chill here. But if you're up for it, you can go hard out the gate if you know thyself. Try to keep your knees straight, pressed into the floor. Got 1 dumbbell, palm facing in. Punch up, try to lock it out. Control it down to a full stretch, pulling your shoulder blade down at the bottom. We've got to simultaneously keep that chest lifting up to the sky. If you find this really uncomfortable, you can sit on a cushion. All right, that's how I'll progress clients in the gym. If they don't quite have the shoulder or upper back mobility yet, you can start with some low blocks or cushions and lower them over time. Lovely. And 30 seconds rest between. Beautiful. 45 seconds for all these windows. Just the perfect amount. You know, we've experimented with minute windows around here. Frankly, it's just not fun, is it? Well, all right then. Stunning, well done. We're gonna want 2 dumbbells for this next piece, ideally, if you have that available. Now, base position can be fairly challenging. If you want to, you can tilt your dumbbells so you don't have to go as low, because we are gonna be touching the floor each time, okay? Feet as wide as you need to allow those knees to drive out and bum back. And then we've got our hands on the dumbbells, trying to keep the chest tall whilst we do so. I'm gonna drive 1 elbow towards my pocket at the back, squeezing my upper back muscles and alternating side to side. Like I said, if you prefer to do a tilt like that, you could do that if it makes it more comfortable for you. Think about pulling that shoulder down your back, as I said. Oh, it's a classic. Coolio, this is your opportunity to change your weights around if you want to, if the first one felt a little bit easy. One more set, starting with that first size Z press in 12 seconds. Alrighty. Okay. It's been lovely meeting the meeting, should we say, some of you. So thanks so much for making intros on the channel. Keep those coming. If you're new around here, drop your name and who you are and anything else you're comfortable sharing in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. Okay. Lovely jubbly. Okay, getting ready for the gorilla row. You could also grab something heavier now, depending on what you were like last time. More than likely we'll be able to go heavier on your gorilla row than on that Z press. And then we get a minute off. Last one here. Trenders. Oh, tremendous. Okay, my friends, so coming up in 50 seconds, we've got the bottoms up glute bridge press. So this is more of our horizontal press now, so we shift emphasis more towards the chest, front of the shoulder, bit of tricep in there as well. However, the challenge today is we're going bottoms up, which means one dumbbell stays at the bottom, which is the stretch position, which is more tiring than at the top, whilst the other presses come down, alternate, so on and so forth. Trying to maintain a glute bridge position, so hips to the sky, extended with the bum squeezed. And yeah, you'll probably want a moderate weight for this. And then the one after, we're gonna want the lightest dumbbells possible. Frankly, even holding a small object in your hand might be enough, but we'll talk about that when we get to it. So we're gonna set ourselves on up here, dumbbells, elbows on floor, hips bridge to sky, and let's go. One punches slow and smooth into the stretch, one holds that stretch. And just alternate side to side.
Halfway there.
Oh, it's a long set. Okay. Now, with those really light dumbbells, we're going to do a bent over face pull. Often done with a cable or a band in the gym, this way. But because of good old-fashioned gravity, we're going to want to be this way with our dumbbells. And I want you to be thinking about pulling your face through the middle like this. So this is what the arms are doing at the top. Very challenging position with weights. Simply do our best. Try to maintain your hinge position, so soft knees, bum driving back. Dumbbells are out in front of us. And I'm gonna drive my elbows back, my hands to the outside of my head. Feel that all across the back of the shoulder and the mid upper back. You can play with the angles depending on how your shoulders are feeling here, but ultimately driving the dumbbell somewhere to the outside of the head, pulling the shoulders back is what we're after. Oh, yeah.
10 seconds. Rest.
Delicious. Okay. Way harder than it looks, huh? Again, adjust any weights you might need here before we come into our second set, and then we'll be moving on. Just add a clip. Yep. Okay, we're into our glute bridge press again. Bottoms up.
Halfway there.
Okay. Yep. Okay, face pulls. 5 kilos feels like 20 here, so that's why I said maybe just a can of baked beans would do you good. All right, last one though, do your best. Yep. Coolio, we get a minute off. Next up, light to moderate weights for the upright row, hitting that shoulder, medial delt very nicely. And a 1 1/4 skull crusher, which would probably be a little bit lighter ideally than the upright row. Again, let's just play jazz. Let's see how we feel. Anything else to add? No. No, hope we're doing good. Gosh, tremendous. So upright row, dumbbells, come out anywhere here to here. Depends what's comfortable for your shoulder, as is the height, okay? So we're gonna be thinking about pulling that elbow up to the sky and controlling down, okay? Again, play with the angles for whatever feels best for your shoulders and the range. Going lighter with controlled reps here is superior. Oh, gosh, surprisingly tough. So, the 1 1/4 skull crusher. You're gonna see me go pronated. So my palms are gonna be facing towards my feet, trying to keep my elbows tucked in. That's to allow for the deepest range of movement. If it's just too uncomfortable for you, you could go into a neutral grip Just be wary that your dumbbells will probably hit the floor sooner than mine, for example. We want to do an extra quarter of rep just in that bottom stretch, back down before fully locking out. So, down on the floor. I'm going to control the dumbbells to the side of my head until I'm at my deepest stretch. Come up a little bit, back down to a full stretch, and lock out. All right, if that feels really mad, change your weights now. Again, playing with the angles that make your elbows feel the best is wise. It's normal for them to feel maybe just like a little creaky or tight when you first do an isolation move like this. But if we've got any joint pain, please stay away, change the angle, change the weight, change the range. I've been talking too much. But that extra quarter is brutal. I probably couldn't have done much more. Holy mackerel. Yeah, all right, that makes sense. One more set of each. Adjust your weights now. I don't have the luxury of that. Okay. Yeah, I've done it. It's enough. It's enough for me. Thank you very much.
Rest.
Okay, I'm going to be focusing on getting a few more reps in than talking too much. Last one here. Again, just a last reminder, try and find a weight that allows you the best stimulus here. Okay. Don't forget that extra quarter. Oh. Oh, Billy. That was tasty. Minute off and then into our last pairing. We are going to be doing an alternating bicep curl. All right, what I want our emphasis to be there is as it's coming down, I'm going to think about pressing my elbow forward slightly. Okay, so I'm going to be coming down and I'm going to come like this. That's just to expose that full stretch, get a little bit more out of less weight before alternating to that other side. So we're not just flowing them around, we're prioritizing that stretch position, which is where the greatest stimulus will usually come from. And then we're going to do a supine leg lower, so lying on the floor, controlling the legs down, keeping the lower back flat to the floor, challenging anti-extension. Oh my gosh, okay. Let's give this a go then. So I'm going to curl up, turn my pinky to me, get a good squeeze in the bicep, come on down, press forward. Press forward. Long story short, just make sure we're getting a full stretch through the bicep. Oh, I've got to do it evenly. I'm doing another one. Okay. In terms of your range of movement with this exercise, go as low as you can go with the legs, but don't ever let your lower back lift off the ground. So if you find your legs go down and your lower back has a gap between it and the floor, reduce your range of movement or just work a bit harder to stay aware. So my ribs stay down, controlling the legs towards the floor and pulling up. I'm gonna let my pelvis lift up here and roll down. Squeeze and fight against gravity.
Halfway there. 10 seconds. Rest.
Guess what? Last set of the day coming up. Last of the curls, change your weights if you need to now. Again, because we're alternating, you only get half the time really per side, so you might be able to go heavier, sure. And that'll be us. Okay.
Halfway there. 10 seconds. Rest.
Perfecto. Last of the leg lowers.
Halfway there. 10 seconds. Rest.
Hey presto, lovely jubbly. I got a dash. If you fancy a stretch, there's loads of stretch videos on the channel, or just do a couple of key pieces. Otherwise, I'm gonna see you next time for Essentials Lower Body. You've been a gas, let me know who you are, like, follow, subscribe, do all that shit. And I'll see you next time. Thanks very much.